Hello, welcome to the November 2011 edition of The Parish Line, a production of CGov, the Calcasieu Parish Government Channel, about the events, programs, and policies of the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury. On this month's program, we will look at the police jury's contribution to the rebuilding of Millennium Park, see how the Calcasieu Medical Reserve Corps is helping with flu vaccinations in parish schools, and see the construction of new soccer fields in Moss Bluff. First, it's time to clean out your closets. Jessica Williamson tells us how your pair of shoes can help over 300 million people throughout the world.
Addressing the problem of litter has been the main function of Keep Calcasieu Beautiful, an organization of the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury. They're teaming up with Keep Louisiana Beautiful and Souls for Souls to produce the largest shoe recycling initiative in history.
Keep Louisiana Beautiful and Keep Calcasieu Beautiful are working together with a great organization that works all over the world. It's called Souls for Souls. And they have figured out a way to really impact those who are in need of shoes. And so we're really excited to be working with them, and they've been very generous in assisting us with all of the questions that we have and the things that we need.
While most of the world does not have one adequate pair of shoes, over 1.5 billion pairs of shoes lay idle in American closets. Barnes says that your pair of shoes can make a difference.
How many of us have several pairs of shoes? It's easy for us to forget about how there are some areas right here in our own backyard and also areas throughout the world who really have a shortage of these essential things that you need, especially when you're in areas that have a rugged terrain or whatever. People are walking barefoot right now. People are trying to do whatever they can. They're using makeshift plastic water bottles and putting yarn to it to where it's like a makeshift flip-flop. And so this organization that we're working with, Souls for Souls, actually has determined a statistic of the 7 billion people here on this earth. Approximately 1.9 billion people right now don't have shoes.
While walking shoes are preferred, other types of shoes are also needed. Non-walking shoes are used in third world countries to set up micro-enterprises designed to provide the resources to start and maintain a business. High heels and other type of non-walking shoes are also used for relief victims in the United States.
We hope for a wearable shoe, and it can either be a shoe that, is a good walking shoe, not necessarily tennis shoes, because you have loafers and some other things that are very good to walk with. And then we also have high heels. We'll take all of those non-walking shoes as well.
They don't have to be tennis shoes. They don't have to be casual shoes, because there are folks in the middle of disasters who still have to go to work. And so they may need a pair of high heels. They may need a pair of nice lace-up shoes. Little kid shoes, boy shoes, girl shoes, even athletic shoes. I mean, those cleats that from soccer and football that have been somewhat worn out and probably outgrown, there are kids all across the country who need another pair of soccer shoes.
While the state goal is 20,000 pairs of shoes, Barnes feels that Calcasieu alone can meet that goal.
Our goal is 20,000 pairs. We want to actually raise that before November 18th, that goal. That is the goal that the state, Keep Louisiana Beautiful, what they want to do for the entire state. But we really think here in Calcasieu Parish, we think we can do that right here.
We set a goal of 20,000 pairs of shoes. We will far exceed that, and that's just so exciting. The people of Louisiana are generous. We have had our share of disasters as well, so we know exactly what it's like to be in need.
All parish libraries are accepting parish share donations. A complete list of drop-off sites can be found on the parish website.
When people want to donate shoes, we will take them here at the police jury. You can come down to the government building here downtown on 1015 Python Street. Or you can go to any public library. The Calcasieu Parish libraries will take them. We have some other businesses who are taking them, and so you might see them around if you go to certain banks or hardware stores or things. But for the most part, every library has them as a drop-off location, and you can easily just walk right in, drop your shoes, and go on and check out some great books.
It is so easy to do. Just clear out the shoes that you haven't worn or have been outgrown, and put them in a bag and put them in a box.
Keep Calcasieu Beautiful has already collected thousands of pairs of shoes. There's still time to clean out your closet and donate to the over 300 million people that will be positively affected by this program.
Before we even sent boxes out, we had a few stores who called and said they had about 4 or 5 boxes worth. We had an individual call us and said that she had 50 pairs that she wanted to donate. We've had a Tux rental place who apparently is liquidating the service, and they have all of these shoes that they, so there's a lot of interest from the community. We want to keep that.
Calcasieu has truly opened their closets, and the response has been overwhelming. But we can use more. It's not that this is over. We can always use more shoes because they can be put to good use.
For the Parish Line, I'm Jessica Williamson.
Keep Calcasieu Beautiful will be collecting shoes through November 18th. Early voting has become more convenient for residents than voting on Election Day. Molly Morgan has that story.
Early voting isn't just for those who are out of town on Election Day any longer, nor is it located in just 1 or 2 sections of the parish. Register of Voters Angie Quinalty tells us more.
It was extremely well received by the voters, and we feel like it was very successful. We had a little over 100 each day that we were there for those 7 days for early voting for the October election. We had a comment box where people were leaving their comments, and all the comments were very, very positive. They were very appreciative of being able to go in and vote early in the Moss Bluff. And it's not just Moss Bluff, it's a regional facility. We had people from DeQuincy come in, we had people from Lake Charles that happened to be in the Moss Bluff area that walked in to do early voting, as well as other areas. We had a lot of people from Westlake come in to vote at the Moss Bluff facility, which was at the public library for October election, and will be there for the November election.
Quinalty and Police Juror Shannon Spell will be meeting to discuss the logistics of having a permanent early voting site in Ward 1. But just how much work goes into early voting, and how successful was the addition?
Normally, we would have a dedicated computer line that ties us directly to our Baton Rouge Secretary of State office, which ties us into the early voting programming for each particular election. On this case, because we were trying out October and November, we did it on a manual basis. That goes into a lot more detail than what you want to do right now, but we're not tied with the computer. We're doing it manually to determine the ballot style for each voter as they come in based on the precinct that they are registered in. So to make a long story short, we were doing it manually just to see how the turnout would be for October and November. And even on a manual basis, it was very successful, 100 to 150 most every day. Outstanding turnout. So the people were very, very pleased to be able to come in and utilize that opportunity to vote early there instead of driving into Lake Charles.
Several months ago, redistricting for Calcasieu Parish was approved by Justice, and now the state's redistricting plan has been approved as well. Quinalty talks about the changes that were made.
In the state on the redistricting, District 25 had basically no changes in it. That's the South Lake Charles area here. On 30, we pulled in part of the Willow Springs area that was previously not in Senate District 30. And Senate District 30 goes west and all the way north into the DeQuincy area. And of course, we do have the runoff right now in Senate District 30, which is James David Kane and John Smith. So these will be voting on the Senate 30 race on November 19th. Senate District 27 pulls in a little bit of the Corliss area, so that is the change on that particular Senate district. That representative went in unopposed, so there are no elections right now for those other districts there. So basically that takes in the changes for the Senate, for Louisiana State Senate races or State Senate districts that are in Calcasieu Parish. State representatives changed their districts significantly more than what the state senates did. On Representative 32, we pulled in those precincts in the 600s, which is the Quincy Ward 6 area. That is now in Representative District 32, which goes on up further north into other parishes. But this right now these precincts are in Representative District 32. And Representative District 33, which is our western part, northwestern part of Calcasieu Parish. We've added precincts 467, 468, 469, 663, and part of that 762. So those are precincts that were added into this District 33. This is a more rural area, so it's less populated, so they had to shift some of the other precincts to make it balance out according to the formula that federals want us to follow. On Representative 34, we have added precincts 319 North and 319 South, as well as 371 North. Again, this is just part of an area there. We're just shifting precincts so we can make the representative districts more balanced on that. On District 35, we have removed 316 East, 316 West, 319 North and South, as well as 663. These are the same precincts we were just talking about that were added to other areas to make them more balanced. They basically came out of Representative 35. On 36, Representative 36, we added 316 East and 316 West to make it balance out a little bit more evenly on that. On Representative 37, down here on the southeastern part of Calcasieu Parish, we have removed precinct 370 and we've added 760, 37, my bad. We've removed precinct 370 and it went to Representative District 47. 47 is our southwestern part of the Calcasieu Parish. It's the heel of the state of Louisiana. So that district picked up that particular precinct. Those precincts, 370, 760, and 761. This is basically south of the Benton area. That concludes all of the district changes for representative districts in Calcasieu Parish.
To find out if your district or precinct has changed, contact the Register of Voters office at 721-4000 or visit the website www.govote.com. For the Parish Line, I'm Molly Morgan.
Election Day is Saturday, November 19th. You are watching the Parish Line, a production of CGov about the events, programs, and policies of the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury. The rebuilding of Millennium Park on the lakefront in Lake Charles has become a huge community effort. After the park was destroyed by fire late last year, community organizations, businesses, individuals, and government agencies have banded together to reconstruct and even improve the facility. The police jury is participating in the effort, contributing money and manpower, with jurors themselves volunteering, along with many parish employees. Millennium Park Committee Chairman Kay Barnett is grateful for the community support, including that of the police jury.
The Calcasieu Parish Police Jury has been a big part of helping us with making this thing happen, because the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury gave us $50,000 to help underwrite some of the costs of the materials and some of the play components. In fact, they're going to be the sponsor. We're excited about the I-10 bridge that's going to have a replica of the dueling pistols on it, and then also the Calcasieu River Lighthouse. You know, and the police jury has really been very involved in working with us on making sure this is a great place, and your employees have been out here. It's just been a great opportunity for businesses to be involved and for the employees to be out here.
Pam Mattingly spearheaded the group of parish employees who contributed their time and effort.
Well, I'm sure like most citizens, you know, we were all kind of saddened when we saw it had burnt down, especially since it's right here close to our office. And so we were pleased to be able to have an opportunity to be able to go out there and help the community rebuild it. And so the employees decided to get together and to be able to go out there and help, you know, physically help and also financially. But it was a great feeling. It was a community feeling that we do every day kind of as public servants here, but we were able to go out there and do it with a lot of other people. Right now
there's a lot of work on the treehouse, which is kind of sort of the signature play component. It'll be, I don't know, 25, 30 feet high. 3 slides coming off of it, and the pirate ship, the Shiver-Me Timbers pirate ship, is another major play component. It's going to be about 45 feet long. It'll have 3 slides too. And the treehouse has the Louisiana Hurricane slide. We're calling it the Crying Eagle's Nest Treehouse, which is an Attakapaw Indian word for Calcasieu, and Calcasieu means crying eagle. So we wanted to name the treehouse after the Calcasieu Parish and the Crying Eagle's Nest.
And you know, I mean, I was able to, you know, take my child there, and he was able to play with it. So a future generations will be able to do the same thing. That's good that we're able to continue that legacy.
The volunteer effort has concluded for now until the new rubber surface can be installed by contractors. City of Lake Charles officials hope to be able to reopen the park early in 2012. Construction is underway for a new soccer field complex in Moss Bluff. J.P. Booth fills us in.
The Community Center and Playground District Number 4 of Ward 1 has broken ground on a soccer complex which can be found at the end of Jones Road in Moss Bluff. The 42-acre grounds will contain 7 collegiate regulation-size fields, as well as a concession stand, bathroom facilities, and 850 parking spots. These fields are in high need as the Moss Bluff Youth Soccer Association is pushing 500 kids for their fall program. Also in Ward 1 is the Moss Bluff Soccer Club, which has 4 teams competing at the Division I level. Currently, both organizations have to contend with non-regulation size fields and compete for usage of other fields due to football and baseball. The new Jones Road complex will allow for the soccer athletes of Ward 1 to practice and play under the same conditions found at larger complexes. The plan was conceived by Stephen Shows of Vincent & Shows Architects out of Sulphur, and Phase 1 is being constructed by Civil Construction out of Sulphur as well. For the Parish Line, I'm J.P. Booth.
Playground District 4 of Ward 1 is funding the project using the proceeds of a 10 mil ad valorem tax, which was just renewed this October. The Calcasieu Medical Reserve Corps is helping vaccinate area school children against the flu. Margaret Higgins tells us the inoculations this year will not be by injection.
The Calcasieu Medical Reserve Corps and the Calcasieu Parish School Board have entered a partnership for children of all ages to receive the flu vaccination. Human Services Director Tarek Polique explains.
Well, we're partnering with the Calcasieu Parish School Board system, and in particular nurse practitioners who work in that system. This collaboration started some time ago, approximately about 4 years ago, and since then it's developed into the event that we're going to have on this upcoming week. The immunizations are actually coming directly from the state of Louisiana through the Office of Public Health.
The flu vaccinations will be given differently this year. Calcasieu Medical Reserve Corps Coordinator Angela Jewett gives us the details.
We'll be going into the schools and administering the nasal mist, which is like a lot different than the getting a vaccine with the shot. It'll be the mist, and we'll be going to all the schools that sign up to do it. We've had like 8 sign up so far, and they send out the permission slips. The parents go through all the checklist to make sure they're eligible to get the flu, because it's the kids that are underinsured.
Once the flu vaccination is given, the information is entered into a LINK system. Calcasieu Medical Reserve Corps Assistant Coordinator Amy Landry informs us on this system and the process.
LINKS is the Louisiana Immunization Network for kids statewide. It's the registry for the state of Louisiana, and all children that are vaccinated, their immunizations are put into the registry. Therefore, you have a comprehensive record that shows what a child's had, where they've had the vaccine, who gave the vaccine. So in the event of a mother losing a record, or in the event of some type of disaster, the child's record immunization history is captured in this registry. And we are using LINKS. Every vaccine that we give is being put into LINKS. So there is that history of what the child received. So if they present to their private provider or a provider to be immunized, they will know what they've had, what we've given them.
To find out if your school participates in this flu vaccination program, contact your school principal. For the Parish Line, I'm Margaret Higgins.
The vaccination program will continue through December. That's the Parish Line for the month of November. Thanks for watching. For more information on any of these stories, or to see the program online, visit our website at cppj.net.